Hi kids! I know how it feels to struggle in math. I was just like you. But with hard work, I learned it. Come on, learn math with Teacher Rochelle. Finding the common factors, GCF, common multiples, and LCM of 2 to 4 numbers using continuous division.
Let us try this.
Give the GCF of the pair of numbers below using listing method and prime factorization, 12 and 30. 12 and 30, by listing method, the factors of 12 are 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, and 12. The factors of 30 are 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 10, 15, and 30. The common factors of 12 and 30 are 1, 2, 3, and 6. So both of them have 1, 2, 3, and 6 as their factors. However, 6 is the greatest or the highest or the biggest. Therefore, 6 is the GCF of 12 and 30. By prime factorization, we have 12 and 30 again. The prime factors of 12 are 2 times 2, 2, and 3, 2 times 2 times 3. The prime factors of 30 are 2, 3, and 5. We have 2 times 3 times 5. Let us bring down the common among these prime factors. Let us bring down 2 and let us bring down 3. Then let us multiply them. 2 times 3 is 6. The GCF of 12 and 30 is 6. Remember, a factor of a number is another number that divides that number evenly. Examples: the factors of 9 are 1, 3, and 9 because 9 divided by 1 is 9, 9 divided by 3 is 3, and 9 divided by 9 is 1. Remember, The greatest common factor, or GCF, is the greatest or the biggest number that is a factor of both numbers. Example, the GCF of 15 and 72 is 3 because 3 is a factor of 15 and it is also a factor of 72. It is the greatest among their common factors. Give the LCM of the pair of numbers using listing method and prime factorization. 4 and 10. For the numbers 4 and 10, by listing method, the, the multiples of 4 are 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28, 32, 36, and 40, and so on. So a number has infinite multiples. 10 has multiples of 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, and so on. The common among these, as you can see, we have 20 and 40, but the least is 20. So the LCM of 4 and 10 is 20. By prime factorization, the prime factors of 4 are 2 and 2, so we have 2 times 2. 10, 2 and 5. 2 times 5. Let us bring down all the prime factors, so make sure that the common factors are aligned. So let us bring down 2, another 2, and the 5. So let us multiply them now. 2 times 2 is 4, times 5 is 20. The LCM of 4 and 10 is 20. We used two different methods, but we arrived at the same answer. Remember, a multiple of a number is the product of that number and any counting numbers. Example, the multiples of 2 are 2, 4, 6, 8, and so on because 2 times 1 is 2, 2 times 2 is 4, 2 times 3 is 6, etc. Remember, the least common multiple or LCM is the least or the smallest number, not zero, that is a multiple of both numbers. Example, the LCM of 9 and 12 is 36 because 36 is a multiple of 9 and it is also a multiple of 12. It is the smallest among their common multiples.
Let us discuss this.
Find the GCF of 2 to 4 numbers using continuous division. Suppose we have 24 and 32 and 56. Let us use the continuous division. This is the symbol. We will identify or determine the prime factor that may divide 24, 32, and 56 evenly. So let us choose 2 because 2 is the smallest prime factor. We should always start with the smallest prime factor. If 2 cannot divide such numbers, we'll proceed to 3, 5, 7, 11, 13, and so on. So 24 divided by 2 is 12. 32 divided by 2 is 16. 56 divided by 2 is 28. Make sure that you put the answer below the number. Next, okay, we notice that 12, 16, and 28 have a common factor. Okay, it's 2. All of them are even numbers. So their common factor is 2. 12 divided by 2 is 6. 16 divided by 2 is 8. 28 divided by 2 is 14. Then 6, 8, and 14 are still even numbers. So let's have another 2. So 6 divided by 2 is 3. 8 divided by 2 is 4. Then 14 divided by 2 is 7. Okay, 3, 4, and 7 have no common factors anymore except for 1. Okay, we will get these prime factors, 2, 2, and 2. So we have 2 times 2 times 2 equals 8. So the GCF of 24, 32, and 56 is 8. Let's try another example. We have 10 and 30. Using the continuous division again, so we can see that 10 and 30 are divisible by 2, so let us have 2. So 10 divided by 2 is 5. 30 divided by 2 is 15. Then let us proceed to the next prime number, the 3. However, 5 and 15 are not divisible by 3. So, okay, 15 is divisible by 3. However, 5 is not. So let us have 5 because it is their common factor. So if 5 divided by 5 is 1, 15 divided by 5 is 3. Okay, so the common factor for these numbers are 2 and 5. So 2 times 5 is 10. So the GCF of 10 and 30 is 10. Finding the LCM of 2 to 4 numbers using continuous division. Let us have examples. First, we have 15 and 25. Using the continuous division, this is the division sign for continuous division. 15 and 25, let us have 5. Because 5 is a common factor of 15 and 25. 5 also is a prime number. So we will use the prime numbers. We should start with 2, but 2 is not a factor of 15 and 25, and we will proceed to 3, but 3 is not a factor of 15 and 25 also. So we have 5. 15 divided by 5 is 3. 25 divided by 5 is 5. So we have 5 times 3 times 5. We already stopped dividing because 5, 3, and 5 are all prime numbers already. So we have 5 times 3 times 5, but we should write these prime factors from smallest or from least to greatest. So therefore, we have 3 times 5 times 5. 3 times 5 is 15. 15 times 5 is 75. The LCM of 15 and 25 is 75. Another example, 6, 9, and 18. Again, this is continuous division using prime factors. We have discussed already in the last video the getting the LCM and GCF of numbers using prime factorization. This is just like prime factorization because we are using the prime factors of numbers. So we have 6, 9, and 18. We can use 2. However, I will use 3 because 3 is a common factor of 6, 9, and 18. So 6 divided by 3, 9 divided by 3, and 18 divided by 3. Let's start with 6. 6 divided by 3 is 2. 9 divided by 3 is 3. 18 divided by 3 is 6. Okay, we have 2, 3, and 6. Let us divide them by 2. 2 divided by 2 is 1. 3 divided by 2 cannot be because 3 is not divisible by 2. So we will just copy 3 below 3. 6 divided by 2 is 3. Then we notice here that 3 and 3 have a common factor. Let us divide again by 3. 1 divided by 3 cannot be again because the answer is already a fraction. So we will just copy 1 below 1. 3 divided by 3 is 1, and 3 divided by 3 is 1. Okay, so we have now 2 times 3 times 3. We will disregard the 3 ones because multiplying a number to 1, the answer is just the number. So these numbers, the prime numbers 2, 3, and 3 are from here. So 2, 3, and 3. So we have now 2 times 3 is 6 times 3 is 18. Therefore, the LCM of 6, 9, and 18 is 18. Remember, continuous division is one way of getting the LCM or GCF of 2 to 4 numbers. It is dividing the numbers by their prime factors.
Let us answer this.
Give the GCF of the pair of numbers below using continuous division. 18 and 63. Using continuous division for 18 and 63, we will use prime numbers or prime factors of 18 and 63. 18 and 63 are both divisible by 3, so we will divide the 2 by 3. 18 divided by 3 is 6. 63 divided by 3 is 21. We can see that 6 and 21 are also divisible by 3, so we will divide them again by 3. 6 divided by 3 is 2. 21 divided by 3 is 7. Then we will get the common, which are 3 and 3. We have 3 times 3 is 9. The GCF of 18 and 63 is 9. Give the LCM of the pair of numbers using continuous division. 5 and 30. For 5 and 30, let us divide 5 and 30 by 5, since 5 is their common factor. 5 divided by 5 is 1. 30 divided by 5 is 6. Then we have 1 and 6. Let us divide both by 2. 1 divided by 2, the answer is a fraction, so let us just retain 1. Just write 1 below 1. Then 6 divided by 2 is 3. So let us get these numbers, 5, 2, and 3. So 2 times 3 times 5 is 30. The LCM of 5 and 30 is 30.
You did great!
Wow, you did a very good job. See you in our next lessons.